Hello again, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of By the Time We Get to Phoenix, Our View from the Back Seat. Today's episode is very special to our family. I debated whether I wanted to play this episode because it is our father and grandfather describing the last couple of months of our dearly departed mother, Ellen Smith. But it's historic, and I knew it needed to be heard by the family. I hope it brings back memories. There may be some sadness, but in the end, you will be filled with happiness and joy hearing our dad's voice. So without further ado, this is from 2012. Here is our dad and grandfather, Lester Smith.
That one for stop.
Is it on now?
Yeah, it's on. Right there's the mic in front, but it picks up everything. Upstairs.
I'd like to make a few comments for record about Mom before she passed. I want to go back to early December when Mom had a very bad sick spell. She came to my room and said, "Dad, I want you to take me to the emergency room." We went over to the emergency room and they gave Mom treatments and kept her overnight. And the next morning, I got a hold of Jeff and told him, so him and Irene came over and we visited Mom at the hospital. At that time, Mom was very bad. And Jeff came and gave Mom some good treatment. He talked to her a lot. He told her how good she was, and he prayed for her and so on. And Mom came out of it. But the hospital still kept Mom for another week and gave Mom treatments. And it was finally determined after a week that Mom had a very serious problem with her esophagus. And the doctor told her at that time, if she didn't keep this under treatment, she would have a throat cancer. But anyways, after that, Mom came home. And I went out and got her medicine. Out to Dr. Siddiqui, went and got her medicine there, brought it home to her, and it seemed to help her. She got getting up a little bit, and she started looking forward to Christmas, went out and done a little bit of Christmas shopping. And a couple of days before Christmas, Kyle and Julie came down, and we had a Christmas dinner, I think around the 23rd or 24th, I can't remember. And Kyle and Julie did all the cooking. Mom didn't have to do anything. Of course, Mom enjoyed it, but she likes to cook. But they let her do little things, but nothing major. And after Kyle and Julie left, Brian couldn't come over because we had a blizzard at that time and he just couldn't drive. Even Kyle and Julie had a hard time getting down. But anyways, Christmas Day, Randy and Teresa came over with Kayla and Christopher, and Mom enjoyed it real well. Her and Teresa got on just fine. And Mom told me when all that, said, "I really enjoyed talking to Teresa today," she told me. But anyways, things went on. And the day before Mom died, Mom got up and said, "Dad, I need to have my medicine." So she called Dr. Siddiqui's office, and there was a nurse out there, took real good care of Mom. And I went out there, and they gave us some very important medicine for Mom's treatment of her esophagus. But there was some medicine she didn't have, so when I got back, the same day that Mom passed, she had me go out to the drug mart and get some other pills that the doctor couldn't give her. He didn't have none in stock at that time. And she said, "Dad, while you're out there, go out and get groceries for a couple of weeks." So I got Mom's medicine. Then I went out to Save-A-Lot, got Mom's groceries. I got her bananas, one thing she really liked real well. and some other sweets and things she liked. Brought them home. Mom never ate none of that stuff. But then the day before she died, another thing happened, kind of funny. Mom was researching insurance for me, car insurance, and she asked me a question, and for some reason, I think it's called Mom was so sick, I couldn't remember what my car was. Mom got furious with me, so we had a little spout there. It didn't amount to a lot, but anyways, I went upstairs because I didn't want to get Mom upset too much. Mom come up, she says, "Dad, I'm sorry I hollered at you." I said, "Well, Mom, that's okay." I said, "I understand." So I went back to watching TV, and Mom went back downstairs. Boy, after a while, Mom says, "I'm getting cleaned up, and I want you to stop at the station, get me a pack of donuts, and I want to go out to McDonald's." So we went out to McDonald's. We stayed out there a couple hours. Mom read the papers. She talks to people out there and so on. We had a great time. We laughed and stuff. Got her back in the car. I always tease her getting her back in the car. And we got a car, and I teased her in the house, pushed her up the steps and stuff. And she went to the restroom upstairs, came back down. She said, "Dad, I want a snack." So Randy gave me a cheese gift, and we had that. I made Mom a cup of tea, and Mom enjoyed that. Mom ate it with crackers. And we decided at that time we was going to watch Millionaire. And Mom watched Millionaire. As soon as the show was over, she laid on down for a few minutes. She said, "Dad, I'm not feeling good. I think I'll just go to bed." This was at 8 o'clock. Well, I said, okay. I took her upstairs, put her to bed, and put her gloves on her. She always had to sleep on her side with her gloves at the foot. And we talked a little bit. I kissed Mom night. I told Mom I loved her, and she said, "Dad, I love you too." When I got to my bedroom, I said, "I'm in bed now, Mom." And I said, "If you get cold, come in to me." She said, "I will." So something told me to talk to Mom a little bit more there, but I said, "No, Mom's too tired and didn't feel good, and I didn't figure she'd want to talk anymore." So I just said, "Well, we'll just go to bed, and I'll talk to her later during the night, like I always did." So at 1 o'clock, I got up, and I looked in on Mom, and as a rule, I whispered to her, but I didn't do it that night for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, I went back to bed, and at 6 o'clock, I got up again. I looked in on Mom. I whispered again. And Mom didn't say nothing. I said, "Well, Mom's awful tired." So I got all cleaned up. I went downstairs, and I had to go to the doctor, and I couldn't eat any food or nothing, so that's probably why I didn't call her, because I always called her when I did the cook and fix breakfast. I always got her down there. So about 20 to 7, I said, I better go up and tell Mom. I was going to write her a note, but I changed my mind. I went up there, and I shook Mom, and I said, "Mom, Mom." Mom didn't answer. And I noticed her mouth was kind of cocked open. And I said, "That's a bad sign." Because I reached underneath the blanket and touched Mom. Mom's still nice and warm yet. I shook Mom and shook her and shook her. She wouldn't respond. So I stood there and talked to her for about 10, 15 minutes. And I got real upset there with her and talked to her about it. So I walked downstairs and called 911. I said, "I think my wife, Ellen, 32 Wolf Avenue, Mansfield, Ohio, I think she might be dead, passed away during the night on me." So they said they'd come out, and they come out for 5 minutes. Fire department, police department, the coroner, and some other people came here professionally. They all checked. Mom said, "No, she passed away in her sleep." So then after that, then I called Jeff, because I knew Jeff had everybody's phone number on his cell phone. And within an hour and a half, everybody was there with me. And then the undertaker from Mansfield came over, a Wapner. I said, "No, I want to take Mom to Marion, have her services done in Marion." And they said, "Fine." They said, "You want us to call Boyd for her home?" I said, "Yes." They'd done it. And at 11 o'clock, they came, pulled Mom up, took her to Marion. And from Maryland in, all my boys and our families all got together, and from there on we made arrangements. We went down, and the next day or the same day, made the arrangements for Mom and got that all ready. Then we had Mom's funeral, and at the showing on Sunday that day, Mom had a lot of people come to see her from the kids' workplaces. Mom had a lot of friends come to see her, people, her neighbors, people she went to school with, and some of her real good friends from school, and all the relatives. Then on Monday at 10 o'clock, we had Mom's funeral. We took her out to Grand Prairie Cemetery, and we got her laid away real nice, and I miss Mom dearly, and I wish I still had her. And I hope I didn't leave anything out on this, but it's something to think about, boys. Okay, bye. Another thing about Mom I'd like to say, Mom died on the morning during the night on January the 21st, year 2005.
All right, everyone. I hope that was enjoyable for you. That is going to conclude this episode, episode 6 of By the Time We Get to Phoenix, our view from the back seat. And of course, we cannot tell the story of our family without discussing our dear mother, Ellen Butterman Smith, or our dad and grandfather, Lester Smith. So there will be more episodes coming where we talk about our family heritage, our history. It's important for me to share these moments, these recordings with you, with our thoughts, and have other family members join in. I cannot do it without you. So again, I want to thank you for listening and for sharing our history with the world, really. So until we meet again down the road, this has been Brian, and I hope you enjoyed episode 6.